Okay, let's just cut right to it. Right now, as you're watching this, you are living through the single biggest wealth transfer in human history. Seriously, this is bigger than the internet boom, it's bigger than the California gold rush. We are in the middle of a massive economic shift. So, let's dive in.
And you know, here's the thing about gold rushes. The people who got truly, life-changingly rich weren't always the ones digging in the dirt. Nope. The ones who got absolutely filthy rich, they were the ones selling the shovels. And that right there, that's the core idea we're going to unpack today.
So this means you have a choice to make. You can be a miner, out there competing with millions of other people, all scrambling for the same little golden nugget of an idea. Or you can be a supplier. You can be the one empowering all of those miners and building a way more reliable and, frankly, a much smarter business in the process.
But let's be real for a second. Trying to step into this whole AI world, well, it can feel pretty overwhelming. So let's cut through all that noise together and find where the real, actual opportunity is hiding. The AI space right now is just a lot, isn't it? There's a new tool coming out every single day. There's a new guru on social media promising you can make $10,000 by tomorrow. It's just noisy. But here's the secret. The problem isn't a lack of opportunity, not at all. It's knowing how to practically apply this amazing technology to generate actual income. And that brings us to the most important mindset shift you can possibly make. See, most people are using AI like a toy, writing funny poems, making silly images of their cat in space. And that's fun, but it doesn't pay the rent. So today we're going to shift our thinking from AI as a toy to AI as an employee, a powerful, tireless assistant that works for you 24/7. To show you what this actually looks like, let me tell you about Sarah. Sarah was a freelance copywriter, and she was completely burned out, just stuck in that endless cycle of chasing clients and barely hitting deadlines. And then, bam, AI explodes onto the scene. And at first, she was terrified. She thought her entire career was over. But right after that initial panic, she had a breakthrough. She decided to stop fighting AI and start mastering it. And get this, a project that used to take her a solid 10 hours of grinding, it now took her 2. The result was a 5-fold increase in her productivity, 5x. She kept her prices exactly the same, which means she tripled her income in just 90 days, and she started taking Fridays off. Now that is the kind of power we are talking about. So the big question is, how can you do what Sarah did? Well, let's get into our very first and probably the most accessible method for getting started. We call this being a supercharged freelancer. And notice, it's not about replacing your skills, it's about augmenting them. It's about using AI to operate at an incredible speed. You completely stop selling your time and you start selling outcomes. So instead of billing for 10 hours of work, you bill a flat fee for the finished project, a project that you can now deliver in a tiny fraction of the time. So what does this actually look like day to day? Well, if you're a writer, you're using AI for the first drafts and outlines. Your real value then shifts to the high-level strategy and the final human polish. If you're a designer, you can use AI to generate dozens of concepts in minutes, not days. And for coders, you can use tools like Copilot to handle all that repetitive boilerplate code. The whole goal here is to produce incredible volume without ever sacrificing quality. Okay, so method 1 is all about making your time insanely more valuable. Method 2? It's about removing time from the income equation altogether.
This is where we get into creating AI-assisted digital assets. The idea here is so simple but so powerful. Build something once and sell it 1,000 times. Now, before AI, this required a huge upfront investment of either time or money. AI has totally smashed that barrier to entry.
I mean, just think about it. You could now generate 50 unique, cohesive images for a children's coloring book in a single afternoon and have it up for sale on Amazon by this weekend. You could create hyper-niche stock photos that literally don't exist yet, like, a golden retriever astronaut meditating on Mars. The speed at which you can now test new ideas is it's completely unprecedented.
And that brings us to method 3. This is where things get really lucrative. If supercharged freelancing is about speed and digital assets are about scale, this next method is all about high-ticket value. This is the ultimate selling shovels approach. This is where the serious money is made. It's what we call the AI implementation agency. Why is this such a huge opportunity? Because there are millions of small businesses out there. Dentists, plumbers, real estate agents, you name it. They all know they need AI, but they are completely overwhelmed and have absolutely no idea where to even start.
These businesses will gladly, happily pay high monthly retainers. I'm talking $3,000 a month or even more for someone to just come in and handle the AI stuff for them. Someone who can make their business more efficient and more profitable.
And this is so key. You're not selling them a tool, you're selling them a solution. You're selling them peace of mind. For instance, you could build a custom AI chatbot for a local dental office. It could answer all the common questions about appointments and insurance, freeing up their front desk staff for hours every single week. You're solving a real costly problem for them. That's the value.
Okay, now before you rush off to launch your brand new AI empire, I need to give you a massive reality check. Seriously, what I'm about to say next is absolutely critical.
So let's just ask the question that I know is on everyone's mind, the one everyone is secretly hoping is true. Is AI a magic money button?
And the answer is an immediate, absolute, and unequivocal no. If anyone ever tells you otherwise, they are selling you something. Run away.
Please, if you only remember one thing from this entire explainer, let it be this. AI is a multiplier. But what's 0 multiplied by 1,000,000? It's still 0. If you have no skills, no work ethic, no business sense, AI is not going to save you. It's a powerful tool for sure, but you still have to be the carpenter who knows how to build.
So, the gold rush is here. That is a fact. But now, you have a map. You have 3 clear paths you can walk down. You can become a supercharged freelancer, taking the skills you already have to the next level. You can build a library of digital assets that generate income for you while you sleep, or you can start an AI agency and solve really high-value problems for other businesses.
So the final question isn't for me, it's for you. Look at these 3 paths. Which one are you going to take first? Are you going to supercharge your freelancing, build a digital product, or start that agency? I want you to decide on one right now and commit to it. Drop your choice in the comments below. Studies show you are way more likely to follow through if you state it publicly. So, what's your first move going to be?